This is a remarkably stable presidential race that, unlike the last set of cycles, we've been essentially locked in at Joe Biden up by about 6 to 7 points nationally, pretty consistently ahead in the key battleground states, and nothing seems to move that. None of the turmoil from the summer has moved that very much. A lot of these polls, actually, Biden's lead in a lot of these polls predates COVID. The debate doesn't seem to have done much yet. Nothing seems to be moving these numbers. It's almost like, and it shouldn't be too surprising, that voters have a very good sense of who Donald Trump is. They've got a pretty good sense of who Joe Biden is after his long career in politics, and they're ready to make a decision. They've weighed the two candidates, they've weighed the last 4 years, and they're pretty well set in their mind. So far, at least, not much has shaken that, and it doesn't look like there's necessarily going to be a whole lot more that's going to shake it. We've got a long way to go, and so that might be wrong, but it is still looking like things are going to be particularly stable. We're also seeing the candidates make their choices about which states they're going to emphasize. It's a lot of the expected ones, so it's Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, but Georgia and Arizona are new states to the list this cycle that weren't competitive in past cycles, but look like they're going to be competitive now, and the candidates seem to be competing there. Iowa, of course, is quite close. After Trump won it handily last time, it's a little bit of a surprise for many that Iowa is more competitive. But farmers have been hurt by the trade policies. It's pretty clear that the loss of export opportunities for soybeans in particular have hit farmers pretty hard in this state. And while it's easy while it's hard for many of us to figure out exactly how some type of federal policy matters for our lives directly, for farmers it's actually pretty easy. They're making decisions about planting, then harvesting, early on with expectations about what the market is going to look like. And when a trade war blows up the market, it's pretty easy to figure out who's responsible for that. And it looks like, at least according to some of the polling data, that's causing some of the problems for Trump in this state, potentially also for Ernst in this state.